What can we do for you? First off, you come to our office and you tell us what happened to you. We ask you several questions. The initial interview takes around an hour. During our initial meeting, we would have guided you, helped you to decide what type of doctor you need to treat with and get you the information you need to get to that doctor. So you will be treating and taking care of your injuries. That's the most important thing that we want you to do, is to take care of yourself. If necessary, we hire an investigator. They collect data. If it's an accident, they'll get photographs of the cars, skid marks, witness statements, etc. It depends on the type of case it is. But we will gather evidence from the scene of the accident and from any witnesses that have been at the accident. In the meantime, you may get calls from insurance companies and what have you. All of that activity, all those phone calls, all that data and so on goes to our office, and we handle and field those calls. What we will do is we will write to the insurance companies who we think are at fault for the accident. We'll write to anyone else who may be at fault for the accident, and we will establish what the insurance is that's available. After about the first month, we'll have most of the insurance information. We'll contact you because the value of your case is based in part on fault. There is comparative fault in Florida. You could be partially at fault, but you still have a case. So it's based on fault or liability. The second element is injuries or damages. That's why you're going out to document your injuries. And then the final determination as to the value of your case is how much insurance is out there. So after the first 30 days, we'll call you. How are you feeling? How's it going with your doctor? And this is the amount of coverage that's available on your case. So you have some kind of an idea of what you're looking at in terms of value. After that happens, we'll continue to talk to you about your treatment, make sure you're happy with your doctor, make sure you're getting all your injuries documented. And then it takes about 4 to 6 months from the date of the initial trauma for your body to heal, so that the doctor can determine what your future medical needs are going to be. Because the elements of damages, going back over that, is past and future medical expenses. So we'll know what your past medical expenses from the date that we filed or write the demand. But the future medical expenses, that's established by how well you are able to recover from the injuries and what status your body is in after a certain period of time. So we have to give your body a chance to heal, and once it heals, then the doctor will say, this is what their injury is, and these are the parts of the injury that are permanent. This is going to be the cost, the reasonable cost of future medical care and treatment. If there's a potential surgery, the doctor will talk about that. If you need surgery, you'll certainly have that before we will fully evaluate your case. So normally it takes 4 to 6 months. Meanwhile, we have gotten documentation from either you or your employer about any wage loss that you may have lost. We've also received documentation from you if you have any out-of-pocket expenses, be it prescription, medication, if you've had to hire someone to watch your kids, so you can go to the doctor, if you've had to hire a housekeeper because often the nature of the injuries that people sustain in an accident prevent them from being able to take care of their homes or their yards, those kinds of things. So we will have gathered all that information on your behalf. And then after the 4 to 6 months period, after your doctor says he's as good as he's going to get, then we submit the demand package to the relevant insurance companies. And in the demand package we say, this is what happened, this is what your insured did, this is why your insured's at fault, this is the documentation we have to prove it, and these are my client's injuries and damages. That's submitted to the insurance company. It usually takes about a month after that's submitted for the insurance company to evaluate the case and get back to us on value. Ultimately, you decide what you want to do with your case. Do you want to settle it, or do you want to file a lawsuit? The initial answer from the insurance company will give us some clue, some idea where they're headed with the case. Okay, so your attorney will discuss that with you, the initial offer and what they recommend to you in terms of a counteroffer and so on. Within 60 days of filing the demand letter, you're going to know, are you going to be able to settle this case in an amount that you feel is acceptable and reasonable, and your attorney will tell you if it's fair, or if you have to file a lawsuit. So really, the whole process will take, if you settle it amicably, won't take more than 8 months. If you have to file a lawsuit at that point, then you're talking probably another 12 months. And that's a whole nother process, which will be the subject of another video. I'm Catherine Rinaldo, Rinaldo Law Group. We represent accident victims.